Hi guys, it's me Laura and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be which beauty products I use. I think I filmed one of these videos a while back, but I think I want to do an updated version and I'm going to pause this to shut my door because it's creaking. So yeah, I wanted to do a video, an updated version of the beauty products I use. So I'm going to do it quite quickly. I'm going to try anyway. So yeah, I'm going to kick it off with the face wash I use. It is classed as a beauty product, isn't it? And yeah, I swear by the Brit Essentials range. It's cheap, it does my skin, although I have really bad skin at the moment. Thankfully my makeup has covered it up. But yeah, I've had quite bad acne. I did do a video on that a while back, so if you want to check it out, it's on my profile. So yeah, so I use the Brit Essentials Cucumber Facial Wash, and it's for all skin types. I just find cucumber products like really refreshing on my skin, especially first thing in the morning. It just wakes my skin up a little bit, and yeah, it's pretty straightforward. It doesn't make my skin sting. And yeah, so this is usually like £1.50. Sometimes, usually Boots do an offer for like £3 for £3 on their essential range. So it's really cheap and cheerful, especially if you haven't got, can't afford to splurge out in really dear product. So yeah, I do also use the micellar water gel wash. I think it's at my boyfriend's house, so I use it when I'm at his house, which I like. It's a sensitive skin one. So anyway, moving on to actual makeup. So speaking of the Brit Essentials range, I use the cleanser in that as well, and the cleansing lotion, the toner which is nearly empty, and I also use the moisturizer as well. And to go alongside of those, I apply them with the Primark PS sort of range cotton pads. These are 50p and you get 120 pads in them. These are some of the best cotton pads I've actually used. I've had ones from B&M Bargains and Semichem and stuff, and they're not really that great. Like they break quite easily, like they crumble or rip quite easily. The Primarks are some of the best. They're quite, I don't know, quite, well made. Cotton pads, really well made. Yeah, they're sturdy, stronger, I guess. I don't know, but 50p and you get 120. And I swear by these things, they're probably, like I said, they're the best. So I apply my cleanser and toner with these, and then my moisturizer I apply with my hands. And just because it actually goes on better, and I get dry patches around like here at the minute and around my nose, so I always like putting a wee bit more extra moisturiser on my skin, although I do have greasy skin as well at times. So yeah, they usually are like £1.50 or £3 for £1. I always stock up when they're £3 for £1. So yeah, the next item is probably one of the most expensive items in my collection, and honestly I don't spend any more. I don't like spending a lot of money on makeup. This product was one I found. I've seen it online, I've seen a lot of people talking about it, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to give it a go. Did have to ask online on Twitter how to use this. So it is the Flawless Colour Correct Barrième Primer, and these are all vegan by the way as well. It's the green one, so it's the one I have is for anti-redness, pore minimising, smoothing and mattifying, and for somebody like me who's got a lot of acne scarring or a lot of redness, this is really really good. This is so nice to put on. There is extracts of cucumber chamomile in it, so it's really like nice on the skin. I put it on with my hand and it just feels so nice to apply. It doesn't feel sticky or tacky, or it doesn't clump. It just blends on really nice, and it's about £5 I think. So I'll just show you that a bit up close. This is not because the light is sort of shining in my window. So yeah, it comes in this little tube, and it does smell of cucumber. They do different types of these. Usually with Barrième, I always see if there's an offer on Manila Bits or Superdrug for that one. Colour Correct Crayon, again for the same reason, again just for some of my blemishes, I use a Colour Correct Crayon, and this is the Natural Collection one. It's about £1.99. I'm going to have to update it because it's run done. It does the job. Again, I don't really put a lot of money into something. Okay, the thing's broke. I have used the Primark one before. It does the job. Just in a little tube, and I usually put it under my eyes, sort of on my cheeks if I have a few blemishes, on my nose and just at the top, and rub it in, and yeah, not bad for the price. So yeah, moving on now to a foundation, and I usually used to always get the Natural Collection Tinted Moisturizer, but it just wasn't working for me anymore. I think it didn't, I don't know, I just felt like I always look still quite, like, I like my makeup to be natural, but it just wasn't cutting it anymore. And I wanted to sort of make it look better coverage, I guess. So I found the Dream Satin Liquid. It's a Maybelline cream. I have used this before, but I stopped because I can have quite oily skin, especially around my nose, and it did make me look like Rudolph. Not Rudolph, it was quite shiny, so I had to stop. But I bought this before I went to Disneyland Paris last year. No, tell a lie. I bought it for going to Blackpool. This is the second one of these I've had since April of last year. That shows you how much makeup I wear, and as you can see, like, I actually look like I have makeup on. What I like about this one, it's a hydrating serum, and it also has some factor in it, factor 13 in it. I bought this for Paris because I knew I was going in June. It could be sunny and I didn't want to get sunburned. I did get sunburnt on my nose though. Story of my life. This is about £7-8. So again, if Brits have that buy two pieces of makeup, two items from their makeup range, get one free, I would combine these two and get maybe a nail polish or something free. It's the cheapest item free. But yeah, I really like this. I get it in Ivory, which is number 10. This is just so easy to apply. I literally use a little dollop on my index finger, about the size of 5p, and that does me. Honestly, I do not wear a lot of makeup, like foundation. Absolutely love this stuff. It's like the primer. It just glides on my skin. It just feels nice. It doesn't feel heavy. It feels like an airbrush kind of idea. I think I've had airbrush makeup done before, and I love it. And it lasts me an absolute lifetime, which is good because it's quite pricey for me. Concealer, I use the Natural Collection concealer. It's $1.99. This one's nearly done, but I have another one. A lot of people now have said about the collection ones, and I now know the newer kind of craze for these sort of concealers is the Revolution one. I tried my niece's one when we were in London, and it was actually really good. This is the cheap £2 brand if you're looking for a cheap concealer. It's Natural Collection, and it does the job. Just a cover up cream. And yeah, there's not much to say about it. It's from Brit. It's Brits' Natural Collection, and yeah, it does the job. Definitely recommend. Now on to my loose powder. I didn't really use loose powder until I started using that foundation, and like I said, I get oily skin. I need a loose powder to put on it to stop the oiliness, I guess. So I used to use the Natural Collection loose powder, but it's discontinued. So I got the Collection Sheer loose powder in Barely There because I don't wear a lot of makeup. And this stuff is really good. I love the Collection makeup. I think Natural Collection and Collection makeups are cheap, they're affordable, and they do the job. Obviously, if you're like me, you don't wear a lot of makeup and you don't want to spend a fortune, they're affordable brands. And this does the job. I always put it on with like a wee sponge. Although the actual sponge came with it, because it's been kept upside down in my bag, it was covered and it went everywhere today. So I have bronzer on at the minute, but my bronzing palette thingy is currently all broken because I dropped it and it all smashed, so I'm not going to actually show it, but it's the Natural Collection one. But I do have the blusher in it, just to show you. I do sometimes use blusher instead of bronzer. Bronzer at the minute give me a little bit of a Suncliff glow even, and this is powder blusher in Pink Cloud, and this is like $1.99 as well. And I really like it. I kind of try to keep it subtle, really itchy cheek. I do not do highlighting, I do not do contouring, I do not do my brows. I literally just don't have the patience for that. It's not me, and I just stick a bit of bronzer or blusher on my cheeks, and away I go. And that's me. I don't like any of the rest of the stuff, or theatrics as I call it, but it's not me, and yeah, it doesn't interest me at all, so I just stay away from it. Can't complain about that stuff. Now on to mascara. I don't wear mascara all the time. I try to not to wear it all the time, but when I do, I either use the Natural Collection one, which I don't have to hand, it could be at my boyfriend's house. But this is the one I bought when I seen it on offer for £3 in Semichem, and it is the Maybelline Brit Lash in very black. I don't know how much this is usually, but in Semichem it was on offer for £3, and I thought I'd pick it up to take to Disney with me when I went last year. Probably should have threw this out actually, because I've had it so long. But I have used it today. I don't wear a lot of mascara. I don't wear eyeliner because I can't do it. And I'm not even going to start trying. I have the felt tip, but I can't use it. It's a pre-marked one. Any tips for like keep putting black eyeliner on without making my eyes look dark, please comment below. But yeah, I find that really good. The Natural Collection one is really good too. It's £2. I think most of the Natural Collection products are like £2. And it's done me. and it's always, for the amount of times I wear it, it's fine. Moving on now to my eyeshadow palette. I don't wear eyeshadow all the time either. The very odd time I'll have like, oh, 6 of my eyeshadow on today. And the palette that I really like at the minute is from MUA. And it is their 50 shade palette Frosted Gleam, and it's all glittery kind of colours which don't show up in this at all. I have used this, which is why some of the colours look a bit sort of smudged or whatever, but I love this. MUA is also another really affordable makeup brand. Really cheap. This is £4. The colours are great, although because they are glittery I would recommend a matte colour underneath. But yeah, I love this. To prepare my eyes, now I'm just sort of getting into the swing of eyeshadow, I would use my concealer first and put some dabs on my eyelids, rub it in, and then use my pressed powder and do it as well to prepare my eyes, because sometimes my eyelids get quite greasy. And then I would use a matte colour with this on top. And I don't like wacky eyeshadow or bright, bold eyeshadow. I tend to stay for subtle, so I don't know if that's my age or not, but anyway. So, the removal of my makeup. I do have a collection translucent setting powder, but I don't know where it is. I don't use it all the time. I think I used it in London because it was going to be long days. But yeah, removing of makeup, which is just as important, because like I said, I have bad skin. I need to take care of my skin, and I need to move my makeup at night time. And if I've been at work, I love coming home and taking my makeup off and tying my hair back and just chilling. I use, surprise surprise, the Brit Essentials Cucumber Cleansing Wipes, and these are always £1 or 3 for £1, and I stock up because I leave a packet here and I leave a packet at my boyfriend's house, and I always have a packet of these in my like wash bag for travelling back and forth if I'm going to Simon's house or if I'm heading away anywhere. Always have stock up on those, and it's always good. There's a bit in my shopping centre I work in, so I just can run up and get some if I need them. But yeah, the removal, I love those. Again, they leave my skin feeling very fresh. They don't take my makeup off completely, and this is the thing I didn't realise until recently, is makeup wipes do not take all your makeup off, which is probably why my skin has always been really bad. So this little product came into my life, and this is a godsend for me, and I use this every night after I take my makeup off, and it is the Garnier Micellar Cleansing Water, and I do not know where this has been all my life. I think if I had had this years and years ago, my skin may have been a little bit clearer, but this is literally probably my must-have beauty product. Everything, it's just, it soothes skin, and it's good for taking off eye makeup. It just leaves my skin feeling, it doesn't irritate my skin. You can get different types of this as well. This is the travel size bottle. That's going to show up, which is £1, although I did see it for somewhere for £2 for this tiny little bottle. I think it was Tesco's actually, but you can get this for £1. It's a good little travel bottle, and I take this with me and I love it. I do have the Bit Cucumber one at Simon's as well. I just bought it for his house. But yeah, love this stuff. And like I say, you notice when I use my makeup wipes and then use this, there's still a lot of makeup coming off on the cotton pad, so these are the combination, and I got my eyes opened actually by how much makeup is still left on my skin before I use this. So yeah, I can breathe now. So yeah, I don't think there's any other makeup brands. That palette was just one of a couple of palettes I have, but I really like that one at the minute. But yeah, I do have makeup eyeshadow wipes as well. I have like wee round ones from Brit, which are the Cucumber range. But yeah, that's everything, guys. I don't have any nail products because I do get my nails done. I'll just show you my nails at the minute. They are, and this is not going to show up on the camera at all. So they're like a fuchsia pink, and they have like a darker pink glitter over the top, and they look like they're really, really cool. But you can't see them because the camera's not going to show up. So yeah, I got them done 2 Saturdays ago. So yeah. That's me, guys. I hope you enjoyed my video. Any questions, comment below, and remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys soon. So bye!